Hi guys, so I just showed everyone what I got off Santa for Christmas, but I forgot to mention that yesterday my ex-boyfriend slash situationship and I had our little Christmas day together, and I got absolutely spoiled from this man. So let me show you guys what he got me.
Boy, there's no real easy way to say this, but, look, you're a simp.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Give me the sit rep. I hope you're all doing fine. And today, guys, we have Ampu already cringing because today it's an episode of Simp edition, alright? So we have some simpery going on around here, and we're here to punish it. We're here to point it out. We're here to laugh at it. And we're certainly here to judge it. So before we move on to the video, guys, I just want to ask you a quick question. There is this one man on TikTok that is a massive simp, all right? And he's a feminist, all right? So he's a soy boy feminist. Would you want me to, for a change, cover a man video, you know? Because I've mentioned many times I could be doing these same videos, but about men. There's simply not that much content, you know? But this guy, literally every video on his TikTok, I could make hour-long essays picking up upon it. You know, he's just so dumb. I've wasted like a few months investigating if it could be possible that he's, you know, he's doing something. He's lying to us, you know. He wants to appeal to women because he wants coochie. But no, guys, it turns out he really is that stupid, and he really is making some really dumbass narrative points. So I'll leave a comment down below. I'll pin it. If it receives a lot of likes and you guys want to see that guy, I might cover one of his videos, so check that out down below. Subscribe to the channel if you want. And now, guys, let's finally move on to the video.
Hi guys, so I just showed everyone what I got off Santa for Christmas, but I forgot to mention that yesterday my ex-boyfriend slash situationship and I had our little Christmas day together, and I got absolutely spoiled from this man. So let me show you guys what he got me. Also, I just wanted to say,
okay, so 20 seconds, not even 20 seconds into the video, we already got a massive red flag. This red flag is bigger than the one, you know, that was in communist China. Massive red flag. So not only is he your ex-boyfriend slash ex-situationship, but you're dating him again. Massive red flag. You know, guys, when it's over, it's over. Don't go back to it. There's a reason you left. There's a reason it didn't work out. Just leave it. Women who go back to their ex-boyfriends, and especially ex-situationships, just massive red flag.
Say that the money does not matter if you have a partner, but it's the effort that they put into a present, and this man has put in so much effort, and that's all you can ask for. So I just want to show you guys the card that he got me for Christmas. It's this card right here, and then when you open it up, he did all the writing in it, and then a photo of us together. Isn't that not just the sweetest thing you've ever seen? So nice. I won't read it because I'll let him have a little bit of his dignity left. But he got me, I'll flip the camera and show you. He got me this whole desk with the mirror as well, and got me organisers to put all my things in. Keep in mind, this boy is 16, so this is just like the sweetest thing ever, because I've never really had like a desk for myself for makeup, schoolwork, eating, etc. And this is just...
Okay, so I might excuse him, but just a little, alright? I'm not gonna be too kind, but he's 16, he still has to learn. But my man, like at this point, you should know better. You really should know better. But okay, let's just allow him some grace, all right? Let's not be that judgmental. But still, my man, you're doing it wrong. Have you noticed, guys? Talking about 16, do you remember back when you were in high school or you were in the classroom? Have you noticed that men who like bought all these gifts and told a certain woman, "Wow, you're really attractive," and all that? Notice how they never succeeded. Notice how women never went for these guys, saying, "Oh, they're so, you know, polite, and they put so much attention to detail, and they have good marks, and they treat their parents well." No, They always went for the bad boys. They always went for the guys who women said and referred to as, oh, he's so attractive, he's such a bad boy, I don't know, he's just so funny and exciting. That's it. It's the butterflies argument. Men who behave like this, they don't win, all right? Because if they did, this channel wouldn't exist. The red pill wouldn't exist. If men who are gentlemen and put effort into women got their way and got women, we wouldn't be here, all right? But that's not the case. This is the problem. There are a lot of men that can bring things to the table. They can bring value to relationships, but women don't value them. They value the bad boys, right? Now, another thing worth pointing out, someone might say, Hidan, you're being too cynical. What is wrong about this cutie patootie relationship that these people are having, you know? They're young, let them live, let them have fun. First off, this is not a love situationship, all right? We're not talking about love. This woman appears to be like infatuated with this guy, but don't get it wrong, gentlemen. What she likes are the presents, not the guy, all right? Women just like presents, all right? They like gifts. Even if the biggest simp gives them something, that one simp who they don't care to reply to, they will still appreciate a gift from that guy because they just like gifts, all right? It validates them. It makes them feel special. So she's loving the gifts, not the person. Third off, really sad how at 16, this woman has already been in a situationship that could have happened for all we know 2 years ago. So it's like, what the hell, man? At what age do these people start to have situationship? It's like it's not even this one relationship you used to have in high school that lasted 2 weeks. No, these women guys are already getting pumped and dumped, and they are 14. They are 15 and 16. You know, it's absolutely pathetic. Your life hasn't even started yet, and you've already ruined it. You've already been clapped by multiple chads. It's absolutely pathetic, guys. But let's continue with the simp situationship.
I literally jumped up and down when I saw it, bro. I was speechless. But so he also got me some other things, which is just so sweet. He got me this with our song Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and then a photo of us from the city. And whenever I'm at his house, I always like look at his sister's room because his sister has the coolest stuff ever, and he knows how much I wanted these two things that his sister has, and he bought it for me for Christmas. It's the She Glam bronzer and blush. It's just the fact that like he remembers all the little things that I've spoken about here and there, and he's just put this present together because he knows how much it would mean to... Oh. This is just a reminder, like, if he wanted to, he would. And he doesn't have to do something big and extravagant, but just remembering the little things that you like, it goes a long way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the little things. I will understand the little things if he gave you a card or something that has some poetry written in it. My man, this is like $300 in supplies, you know what I mean? Like all these mirrors and organizers and makeup and all those things, what, it's like $200 or more. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter, guys. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to be too cynical. I value this, you know, and it's beautiful, but it's only beautiful when there is love to back it up, because otherwise it's simpery. And I know men, I'm sure you also know men who have this attitude of being gentlemen and paying attention to detail, but they do it with the right woman, the one who stays, the one that eventually leads to forming a family. And then it's beautiful. Yeah, it's rainbows and butterflies. But we're talking about a woman that first off is 16. Statistically speaking, relationships that start at 16 have like a 99.9% failure rate. You know what I'm talking about? Second off, this woman, guys, has already been through situationships. She's already been with multiple men. She clearly has a really childish understanding about dating, all right? So, sorry to be the, you know, kind of like the the one who ruins the party, but this is not going to go anywhere. This is your typical situation of two kids that say forever, and forever means 2 weeks, all right? It's not going to last. One of them is going to cheat, or they're just going to break up. It's not going to lead to anything, all right? It's just sad, all right? And I don't want to be cynical about it. It's just this whole narrative that you can see already kids have this mindset that love and families and dating are all about just having fun all the time. You know, it's all rainbows and butterflies. Let's just have fun. Let's not think about the future. Let's just think about the moment. And this is how you get these people that throughout their lives have had 36 failed relationships. They were never able to secure anything. They don't have pair bonding abilities. They don't know what a real family is. They don't understand that dating as something that has good moments and bad moments, and there are problems you have to get through. There are bad periods in your life. You know, these people grow out to expect out of a relationship to be a constant benefit to them, you know? Like, oh yeah, a relationship is this magical genie that validates me all the time and makes me feel well all the time. And the moment he doesn't, well, I'm gonna go for someone else who does. But what do you guys think?
He also got me this little puzzle piece, and it says, "Thank you for being such an important piece in my life." He also got me, look how cute this is. I think it's the funniest thing. And a bunch of beauty blenders and these little powder puff things. And he got me this like travel size little bag, and inside has all different brushes and even a spoolie so that I can use it to like travel with, or even just keep it in the drawers. This was actually what I was leaning my phone up against, but he got me a bear, the flower bear. And then finally he got me these beautiful, oh goodness, can't even, these, oh, I'll show you in the mirror. These earrings and then the matching necklace to go with it. And I think what I wanted to say was what makes this like present so special to me is that like this boy, like he's not like into feminine shit or anything like that. Like he is footy, boxing, motorbike riding, like all this like masculine activities. Like he's one of those, I don't know, surely you get what I'm saying. And then he just went to this much effort because he knows like that I love it, and that like, I don't know, it's just the sweetest when they go to all this effort. But anyway.
What do you bet, guys? I bet my tomb that this guy in 2 months will regret not buying a PS5 with that money, you know? And again, I don't want to sound cynical. I'm not saying that all men should achieve happiness by buying material stuff. No, all those things are really beautiful, but I know, man, like gift all those things. If you were to gift them to your wife or to your serious girlfriend who you've been with for 2 years, that's true joy. You know, that's something that actually has meaning. Because when you do it now, I understand that this is probably the guy's first or second relationship, and you know, he's all in, like all men are used to, you know, in the first relationship. But it's like the sad part is it loses meaning, because in the same way that women lose value in S3 actual relationships when they have many, you know, it devalues S3X itself. In the same way, when you're a man and you gift every girlfriend you've ever had, this, you know, like all those things, it just loses value. You know, it's like, oh, you're the love of my life, let me give you this rose, you're the bestest one ever, you are my soul, you're my heart. And then in 2 weeks they break up, and he gets a second girlfriend and he gives her a rose again, and he says, this rose is, you know, significant of my love for you, and I'll always love you. And oh, we broke up already. All right, well, let me go to a third woman and tell her the same things. It's like a woman that respects herself. Do you think she'll feel special when you gift her something that you've already gifted 36 other women? You know, like that's the definition of special. Something that sticks out, something that is different, you know? What makes something special? If you've been doing the same things and saying the same things and being in the same places and doing the same things with 40 different people that you are doing now with your supposed person of your life. You know, and again, same with women, guys. They have S3X with multiple men. They do all those things, and then they want you to value their bodies and see them as more than objects. However, all their bodies have ever been are objects. You know, they just go out with 100 different men, and then they expect you to value their body as if it's something special. Well, it's nothing different than the body of a street worker. But now, I'll stop picking upon these kids, alright? Let them live, let them make their mistakes. They're gonna learn someday. But hey guys, I mean, if you can learn something from this, if you have different opinion, let me know. And now let's continue.
Enjoy the rest of your Christmas and enjoy your day. Bye.
How to be the one that got away while I get ready. There's literally no worse feeling than when you're talking with someone and you feel like they're starting to pull away or they're getting distant. It is definitely frustrating when someone gets weird out of nowhere, but you will not tolerate inconsistent behavior. How to be the one that got away, step number 1. You will not start trying harder because they stopped trying. I feel like that's one of the most common mistakes. To feel like maybe we start giving more, they'll go back to normal, but that just makes it worse. You are letting them know that if they start treating you like shit, you will treat them better. So what are they gonna do? Start treating you worse. If they start reading a pattern of the worse that I treat her, the better she'll treat me, then he'll just keep treating you worse. So step number 1, never try harder if they stop trying. Step 2, I'm using Revolution Makeup's In Real Life Filter Finish Concealer. You will become indifferent. The best revenge is not to beg, is not to be angry, is not to let them know what they did wrong, is not to want to make them feel bad, but it is to become indifferent. We are human beings. We like feeling important. And the worst thing that you can do to someone is show them that they're not important. If someone starts pulling away, if someone starts slowly ghosting you, and if they start acting different out of nowhere because they're weirdos, you will simply become indifferent. Even if it's hurting, even if it's really bothering you, even if it's the only thing that you can think about, the last thing that you're gonna do is show them that you care. When you show
I mean, it's not really being indifferent, is it? Like, if it's hurting you, if you're thinking about it all the time, if you're making TikToks about it, you cry yourself to sleep because you're not with him, I know that it's not the definition of being indifferent, you know? I would say that the guy who already forgot about you because you are just an option for him, he's the one who is indifferent, you know? Like, there's all this pretend, there's all this, you know, fake it till you make it. But it all, you know, stems from the fact that the guy you chose as a background didn't care about you right from the get-go, you know? So why, instead of getting with that man who doesn't care about you and then having to do all those mental gymnastics and put all this effort and do all those things and these 7-step plans, why don't you just go for the guy who clearly cares about you? So you don't have to do all this pretending and all this 3D chess and think 7 steps in advance. Now, it's, guys, it's like women, they'll go to the furthest lengths just to be with Chad. They'll do anything, guys. I tell you, if they put 1/10 of the effort they put into Chad into a normal guy who wants to have a normal relationship, the world will be a better place. And they wouldn't be crying themselves to sleep, you know? But again, it's just they value Chad and his fake sense of validation, tension so much that they're willing to go through all the tears, all the bitterness, all the broken hearts, all the wasted time. They're willing to do everything for him.
men that their absence has absolutely no impact in your life, that's when they try to have an impact. That's why they always come back, because people like to feel important. Step 3, I'm using Milk Makeup's bronzing stick. Don't seek closure. Closure comes when you accept that you deserve better. Closure comes when you accept that somebody who is inconsistent will never be able to give you everything that you're looking for. Closure comes when you accept that you deserve better. I know that our first thought when someone is pulling away or when we feel like someone is about to ghost us is wanting to understand why, because if we understand why, maybe we can change things for them to come back to how they were, or for things to become normal again. But that is just our ego trying to prove that we can still be important. Because if you think about it, why would you want someone who's inconsistent? Do you really see yourself in a relationship with someone who doesn't know what they want, or with someone who would play mind games with you the whole relationship? If it's hurting you now that you're not together, imagine how it would hurt in a relationship. Step 4, I'm using Kaya Beauty's Play Vento Trio for blush.
Didn't ask. Funny part, guys, is that when I watch these TikToks, alright, we have some absolutely stupid ones and the usual dating coaches giving the worst advice there is. But it's like in every video, I have a woman that gets it right, you know, and that says all the things that are right. Yes, madam, in fact, indeed, if you date that man who doesn't care, it's gonna end bad. All the red flags that you pick upon are the ones which indeed lead to bad things. Yes, it's like you've solved it. The problem with these women, guys, is that it's not that they don't understand how it works. It's just that they simply don't care. They'll be making these TikToks, you know, like a mega mind. Oh, I figured it out. I've seen through the Matrix. And then that same chat texts them, hey, wanna see each other on a Tuesday night? And they go right back at him. You know, it's like that is the problem. In theory, they know it all. but then they can't implement it into their lives. And there are some women out there that say, oh, men nowadays, they expect too much. They want us to go through all these lengths, you know, they want us to do all these things. It's impossible to please them. When in reality, it's just so easy. Like, comparing being a decent woman, being a woman that men value, comparing the effort that takes with the effort that you're putting into being likable to chat, it's not even comparable. Like, it's so much easier to put that effort into being a decent person that doesn't have a triple digit body count. That's way easier than all these things you're doing for chat. So again, there's just no excuse, guys. Don't let them fool you, because they have this narrative all the time that, oh, dating nowadays as a woman is just impossible. With this dating culture, with these dating apps, is just impossible. No, sorry, madam, but your mother and grandmother and grandmother and, you know, all the generations before you for thousands of years, literal thousands of years, have been able to find a man and continue on with the legacy. All right, they've been able to do it. I don't think it's impossible, right? If like thousands of people have done it before you, don't tell me that, oh, you see, I'm the one who it's literally impossible for me. You know, here's where the bloodline ends. Sorry, guys, it's too hard. No, it's not too hard. You're just putting your effort and putting your time in the wrong things. And this is why I make these videos, because I don't want men to invest in something that is not good, to invest in something that will lose their time, their sanity, and often leads to divorces and really bad situations for men that literally trash their lives. But now, guys, let's continue.
You will remember about all the people that you have around you that are giving you the same feelings that you're craving from a person who doesn't care about you. Sometimes we get so attached and we get so obsessed with someone that we rely our definition of love into one single person and into one single relationship. And because that person doesn't know how to love us, we believe that we're hard to love and that we are failing at love, or that we haven't found love. When in reality, there are so many people and so many relationships that we also have around us that love us and that do care about us, and that we forget because of someone who's not even worth it. If someone starts pulling away, not only will you start pulling away, but you will start hanging out and spending time with the people that do love you and that do care about you. Step 5, I'm using Pixie Beauty's brow gel. You will start doing all of the things that you weren't doing because you were distracted or because you didn't have any motivation. Sometimes we get so obsessed and so attached that our whole mood depends on a person. And if they haven't texted back, or we feel like they're pulling away, we just won't do the things that we have to do because we have no energy and no motivation, and the only thing that we want is to rot in bed until we get a text back. I get it, I've been there. But you will pull yourself out of bed and you will start working on yourself and on the things that you enjoy doing. When you start working...
Okay. So they're like 15 seconds, but I'll leave it because at this point it's just scoping. I'll leave on this thought, gentlemen. Notice how when you listen to these women, don't relate what they tell you. You know, they tell you, oh man, you know, they don't care about me, they don't write me, they don't respond, I just lay there in my bed waiting for them to text, and it's just not relatable. What are you talking about? Last time I checked, like 90% of men, they be chasing these women. They are constantly typing them, trying to get their interest, trying to win them over, you know, trying to impress them. This is last time I checked. Like, are we living in different planets? What men are you talking about? Given that we all agree, you know, this is men, we all agree that most men are actively chasing you every day of your life. So again, we're just not talking about the same men, because the men who are willing to put effort in you, they are in your DMs. You don't even open their chats. But the one who doesn't care about you, this is the one who you cry about and you talk to your girlies about and you make TikToks about and you think about, and you literally wake up and go to bed thinking about him, all right? So whose fault is it? You have all these options and you decide to go for like, it's like, guys, they have 100 options, 99 of them are correct, and they go for the one who is a 100% failure, and then they cry about it. Well, sorry, madam. But now, guys, thank you for watching. Leave me your thoughts down below, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.